friends. TeresaLouise here, and welcome to my sewing, crafting, all the things room. So glad you could join me today. I just thought I would come on and chat with you guys. It's been a while since we've done a live. I know it's been a while since we have done I've done a video, so I thought it should be time, right? So let me get my other device going so I can see who's on the chat. Hi Mary, hi Nancy. Good to see you too. Thanks for coming in. Hi Brenda. Awesome. We got people coming. That's great. Are you guys still working on projects? I am. I've been going crazy. Hi June. Yes, I've been going crazy making, well, right now I'm just calling them Floss wallets. Hi Joe, how's it going? Yep, I just left Stephanie's too. I went down, got a fresh cup of tea, hot tea, and took a little break. And then, okay, Mary. Then I thought, yeah, I'll come on live for a while today. My husband went off hunting, bird hunting. So he took the dog, Annie, the chocolate lab, and because Annie really needed to get out of the house, and I think he did too. So he's going to go see if he can, I don't know what kind of birds they are. Grouse, I think. Mountain grouse. I don't know what they are. Hi, Faith. How are you? Oh, my word. I have not seen you for a long time. So very good to see you. How are you doing? You okay? I've been worried about you. Hi, Mary Jane. How are you today? So anyway, let's see. Brenda is trying to finish up her GE Design Sew Along, the Phoenix. Oh, fun. My hands are really dry. I should have put some lotion on. I got an owie. I think I made too many wallets yesterday and today. I have now this is going to sound really crazy, but I slept on this finger wrong about a month ago. I think I had it like tucked underneath me or something, like, you know. And when I woke up, I had this major cramp in that knuckle right there. Oh no, Faith. I was wondering. I thought maybe you were ill. Well, my prayers are continuing to go out to you. Just so you know, I was praying for you to be in good health, and I'm so glad that you came on here and said hi today. I just pray that you're doing okay and are staying safe. Hi, Melissa from New Mexico. You're new here? Well, welcome to the channel. So glad you could join us. Anyway, so yeah, so it's got this like Something's going on in that knuckle, and when I try to bend it, I get this shock of pain in there. And when I push on the knuckle right on the top there, it really hurts. So I don't know what I've done to it. Hi, MJ. So in order to not bend it today, I took a little thin popsicle stick thing, and then this is some of that, what they use on horses or vet's office for animals. It's really handy. Sticks really good. And then I just wrapped it on there, so now I can't bend it. But I can still sew. I can still sew. All right. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Oh, hi, Linda. I didn't see you come in. Let me see if there's anybody else. I really need to put some lotion on. I keep rubbing my hands because they're so dry. Dun, 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 dun. Hi, Kim. How are you today? Yes, I'm from, yes, I am. I haven't met you yet. Lager. Welcome to the channel. Hi, Stephanie. Better keep your eyes open there, Kim, just in case. All right, Kim's doing okay. Glad to hear it. Okay, I'm going to grab my lotion really quick. I will be right back. It's just right over there. Oh, and I wanted to show you something else my sister gave me. So you guys remember, what's it been, a couple of months now that I went to see my dad and my sister? And look at this cute little, thank you, Kim, this cute little shoe for pins. Isn't that cute? These little shoes have been around, I know, for a long time, but I was just so tickled when she gave me that. Super cute. Love it. I know, it is adorable, right? I know. Teresa no, I didn't get my hair cut. I just have it back because it's hard to sew with your hair down. I don't like my hair and my face when I'm doing stuff. You know what I mean? So it was funny. The other day, my husband and I were outside doing something, and it was sunny outside, and we were just doing some yard work, and my hair was down, and he was standing there talking to me, and he looked at me and he goes, "Oh my God, you're really getting gray." I said, "I know. I've been telling you that. Don't you ever listen to me?" He never listens to me, you know. He only hears what he wants to. He says, you know, he acts like he's deaf, but he's just, you know, tone deaf to the sound of a woman's voice. Right? You guys have that problem, anybody? Anyway, I still love him, but yeah, I kind of quit dyeing my hair, and so it doesn't look that bad in the camera, but it's pretty, got lots of gray, lots of gray. It is a man thing. Hi, Becca. How are you doing? I am so happy for you in your new home. That is awesome. I remember when we first moved here, gosh, it's been 6 years ago. how exciting it was to have this great big house. You know, this is like, my house is right around 3,000 square feet. You know, each level is about 1,020 or so, and 3 levels, which is I'd rather have it all 1 level or maybe 2 levels because it's too many stairs. But it was so much fun, and I still have things in boxes. I know that's terrible. 6 years, and I still have things in boxes. But they are like my husband's mom and dad's stuff because they've passed away. And so we have a bunch of their things. What I need to do is get some bookshelves that I can put up downstairs, and then I can put that stuff out. I know sometimes I have to do, like, if my back is really bothering me, I have to, let me turn that heater down. I forgot it was on. I have to do like a crab walk up the steps because when my back is really hurting me, both of my front of my legs get really weak, and so then it gets hard to walk, and it's really hard to walk up stairs or up a hill or anything up, you know. So if I really want to get up here, then I do like this crab walk up the stairs. It's okay going down. I know, right? Melissa says, unpacking boxes or sewing. I know, I got my sewing room unpacked, and it was like, that's all I need to do. Yes, Becca, I intend to purge. The problem is, if my husband sees the stuff that I'm purging, it'll end up back in here. So I have to be really sneaky about it. And I don't want to just throw the stuff away because, you know, well, I guess I grew up kind of on the poor side. I mean, we were never hungry, but, you know, we didn't have all the stuff all the rich kids had. So I have a hard time throwing things away because you might just need it. And, you know, I have things in here that I just have not used in years, you know, but I still can't throw it away. Nancy has to purge when her husband is gone too. That's right. We have priorities. Oh no. Becca has arthritis in her right knee, so she has the same problem. And she wants to try to lose some weight. Great. Get back on that Weight Watchers. I was on that. And it does help. It makes you think about, you know, what you're eating. My problem is with my stomach problems, I really can't eat fresh vegetables. And I used to eat those all the time. I love fresh vegetables. But they just really hurt my stomach. So I got to be careful about that. I mean, I cook them, but I like fresh vegetables. So let's see. Has anybody else come in that I missed? If I missed you, I'm sorry. Said hi to Stephanie. All right. I think I said hello to everybody. Thank you, Stephanie. Well, we were in such a hurry to move because our other house sold. And that was the year that we had that really bad snowstorm. So that was like 2016, I think. And I mean, it was terrible snow. In the house that we lived in Oregon, two of our outbuildings that were like carports, they fell down. There was so much snow. And we had to get up and shovel snow off the roof of a couple of the buildings. The barn fell down. It was terrible. So, and the people that bought the place were going to be moving in by April. And so there was so much snow, even in April. And we had everything boxed up, ready to go. And then we were just, it was crazy. So I could not really purge. I'm just like, throw everything in a box and go through it when I get to the other house. So yeah, I had a friend that we would go to the meetings for Weight Watchers together. That was our thing that we went and did, and or one of the things that we would do together. So that kind of helped. Now you can do it online, but I think there's a big difference between being online and being accountable and showing up and being accountable, especially when you get on the scale to see if you've lost any weight. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Melina. I hope that's right. I don't mean to butcher anybody's names. Sandra does the Weight Watchers online. Hi, Nita. Didn't see you there. All right. So if you had a question or anything and I missed it, just write it in again. Try to do the hash, or not the hashtag, but the @ sign, and that'll get my attention. Okay, everybody's saying hi to each other. All right, so take a little sip of tea. Been a long time since I did a video. My mouth is getting thirsty. All right. So what I've been working on are what I call these floss bags, floss wallet. So, I started doing cross stitch. What was it, in February or something like that? And so for those of you that weren't here, when I went to see my sister, this is what she gave me. One of the things. Isn't that cute? So I've been kind of working on this pattern, and I posted a picture on the Facebook, and if you aren't in my Facebook group, come join us. I will have the link to my Facebook group on this video after the live, or you could just go over there and look. It's called I Quilt 2, number 2, I Quilt 2 with TeresaLouise. And yeah, you can join us. Post your projects on there. All right, so I was going to show you, and then, okay, so here's my project bags, right? You've seen these before, some of you, that I've been making these. And they have a zipper on the top that opens up, and then they have the vinyl in the front where you can put your cross stitch so you can see what your project is and not have all your floss and needles and all that stuff in the front. So I put that here. All right, so here is the wallet, and the fabric matches. It was a fat quarter bundle. I believe I got this from, I think it was Creative Notions when I used to be subscribed there. Imagine that, there's dog hair on it. Okay. Let's see, and this fabric line, I really love it. It's really pretty. It's by Sherry and Chelsea Moda Fabrics. What's this card here? All right, Sandra retired after 40 years. That's great. I'm just going to check. Oh, thank you, Becca. Appreciate that. Becca put the Facebook group link in the chat. Oops. Thank you, Nancy. Thanks, Becca. I like the sound of paper, or like when people open packages on YouTube. It doesn't bother me a bit. Thank you, Faith. I made the project bags. It's my own design. I did a video where I was making these, and I think it's a pretty long video. It's a live, and I might cut some of the fabric out for this today, and for the wallet. I'll probably cut that out too. So let me show you the wallet. All right. So the wallet opens up, and I just did ties on it. I could do a zipper, and maybe I will down the line, but for now. And this wallet is my own design. You're welcome to make it, but you can't sell it unless you have my permission. It holds 24 bobbins, and a bobbin, floss bobbin, is one of these things. You wrap your floss around it. So this one holds 24. So you got this side, and then the other side. Okay. And you can either put the bobbins in there, or you can just fold up your floss like I did here and just stick them in the little slots. And then in the middle, I put a piece of, well, this one has batting. I put a piece of batting in the middle. And then you can just, your little extra threads, have them there. And then I put a little heart here so I can put my needles on there. All right. No, Becca, I don't have a tutorial on this yet. I just worked out the pattern. And I do my patterns like Tiffany does right now. So I'm still kind of working it out, but when I get it all finished, I'll type it up and share it. And I'll share it on the Facebook group. I think there is a tab there for like files and stuff, and that's where I'll try to put it. work it out in your head and then just do a video. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Worked it out in my head. So the first one I made was a little too small, like this one was a little too small, and so these over here on the inside, the bobbins wouldn't fit in there. That's why I just put the thread in like that. And so the next one I made it a little bit bigger, or a little bit wider. Okay, so let me show you the next one. Now, here's another bag that I made. And this fabric is called Stag and Thistles. And it was a fat quarter bundle that I received from Creative Notions. And it was like one of my first project bags, so I was still working out the measurements for the patterns to fit in. So that's why that's kind of sticks up there a little bit. But I put the vinyl on the front again, and then it has a zipper pull, zipper, and then the inside. And then I made the wallet out of the same fabric. So, and I did a fussy cut on this one. I made this one a little bit wider. And so now all of the bobbins fit in the slots. All right, and then, so they're on both sides again, this side and this side. And then I just put a piece of fleece in the middle to hold extra. And I'm thinking I might take this out a little bit and make it a little shorter. I don't think I need it to be this big, but I'm still thinking about running some different ideas about that. And again, I put a little heart here, and this flaps, you know, so you can put your needles on there. So, and I'm just using the little ribbons that come with the quarter bundles as ties, which I think works, you know, just fine. All right. So that was the last one I made last night. And I think those work really well for these big bags. So here's a smaller bag, and as you can see, it's, you know, smaller. Okay, so I decided that for the smaller bag, and it's made the same way, it has the vinyl in the front where you can put your pattern in there, and then the zipper pocket. But for the small bag, I needed a smaller wallet, and so today I've been working on this wallet. It's the same fabric line, but it is only going to hold 12 bobbins in it. And then instead of just having that piece of batting or flannel laying in here, I made a heart. I turned it into a heart. So it has fabric on the back. Then you open it up, and then it has another little heart. So you can put your floss here on the white, and then your needles here, like that. So this one will fit in the smaller bag. I still need to put the little tie on there. And I'm debating about putting a zipper on there. I don't know that it really needs it. And then also I'm thinking about putting a ribbon up here for like, or somewhere to attach scissors to it. So I might think of that, how to do that if I need that. So, all right. That is what I've been working on the last couple of days. I did make this other project bag, and it's out of Tula Pink fabric, and it works the same way. Same, you know, the pocket. And then I made, this was my very first bobbin wallet. And I didn't put batting in it, no stabilizer or anything, and so it's really floppy. So I didn't like that. So those other ones have batting in it. That's why they're a little stiffer. And then this one is just like this. And it has 6 bobbin sections. It's really cute. It's fine, you know, but I might make another one for this bag. I'm not sure yet. All right, so that's what I've been working on. Let me catch up with the, I'm sure there's a lot of comments in here I haven't read, so I'm going to try and catch up. You know I noticed, I don't think the chat is coming up on the video. I think I did something wrong there. Nancy just finished a bomb with stag and thistle. Oh, great. I can't wait to see it. Oh, really, Brenda? She said that my wallet is exactly what she needs. Well, let's make one then. No, they're not for gifts. They're for my project bags. But that is a great idea. I have thought about that. Oh, Harvey's here. Hello, Harvey. Thank you, Kim. He's been here before, haven't you, Harvey? And last time you caused problems. So I'm going to write that down. I thought I took care of that, but I guess not. Because Kim is a meanie. Good job, Kim. Kim has a cross stitch bag also. Hi, Kay. It's good to see you too. Yeah, we have. Well, I don't know if so Becca is here still or not, but we have Kim. He's a regular. All right, well, don't cause any problems. Why do you keep saying things over and over again? All right. I got him. I'm not going to allow you on the channel because you caused problems last time, and I don't want to take the chance of it happening again. We don't need that. No, we don't. We're just here to have fun. Well, sorry, guys. Harvey, just, you know, go do your own thing, honey. Go do your own thing. No. No, it's not. And you don't look black either, and don't use that for an excuse. Hi, Angela. Yeah, Harvey's back, trying to cause problems again. And you missed all of my show and tell on my floss wallets, Angela. But I'm glad you're here. Well, you guys, I hope you don't run away because of Harvey. All right, so let's see what we can do. Do you guys want me to, do you want to see how to make this floss wallet? Hi, Kim. Or whatever. Harvey, go ahead. I'm reporting you too, because this is ridiculous. Heather. Yes, Jim. Hi, Jim. Yes, Heather, he is causing problems again. Let me see if I can report him too. I'm going to select harassing and bullying. Bully. All right. He has too many channels. That's what they do. You know, they create a bunch of channels, and then you time one out, and so he just gets on his other channel and comes back on and starts being a brat again. And then you time him out or block him. You actually should select hide user from channel, and that does all of it. It's supposed to do all of it. It's supposed to block him, report him, and all that stuff. So that's what I always select. And only the moderators can do that. So, I mean, you can, as a non-moderator, you can report him, but to actually block him from the channel, you have to select hide. There. All right. So I'm going to let you girls take care of him while I do this. And I guess if it gets to be too much, we'll just close this out, and I'll have to go on my laptop and really take care of him. So, I know, what a pain. He is. Such a brat. I think he's been waiting and waiting for us to come back on. Faith, the last time we were live, he came on, and him and Kim kind of got into it, and so now he's harassing us. That is why. It's one person harassing us. And so don't let him win, okay? I know it's a pain and it's hard to do the chat, but if it gets to be too much, like I said, we'll just go ahead and stop. All right, so for that, let me get that wallet back out. We'll do the big one because I have the measurements for that. I haven't written the measurements down for the small one yet. All right. And then Angela will get to see this. Yeah, where's your sewing machine? It's a good question. Okay, so here's you might have, I posted it on Facebook. My floss bobbin wallet. You know, I like to use these little bobbins to keep everything organized. You know, I'm kind of a organized. Do it sometimes. So this one holds 24. So that's what we're going to make. Now, the next one I make for myself, I think I'm going to try doing these in vinyl. That way you'll see the color of the bobbins. And I think that'll look really cool. So that'll be the next one I do. But for vinyl is a little bit harder to work with. And I don't really, at this point, until I make one, want to do a tutorial on it at all. So let me just move these out of the way real quick. Okay. So I'm also going to make another project bag. So I have some more fat quarters. And this time I'm going to use, let me get it. Let's see. I think this one is, now I think I got this one out of the Sew Sampler box. Angela will probably know. It's a Riley Blake design, Blooms and Bobbins, Melissa Mora, and it is sewing machines. And I think I got 6 of them. So I'm going to do a project bag out of those and a wallet. So I need to figure out which fabric I want to use for it. See, this is like 6 fat quarters. Okay. So I think for the project bag, I'm going to use this one. That one, and I'll use this one for the inside. So I will set those because I need 2 for the project bag, plus I need let's see. Plus I will need some accent fabric for that also, which needs to be kind of dark. So this might be accent. This probably be all right for accent. All right, so I'm going to set these aside. Okay, so grab some fat quarters. You'll need one for the outside, which will be your pretty fabric, and then some sort of accent fabric for the inside. It gets covered up by the bobbin, so I would just use something that you don't mind covering up, and then something different for these accents, something that you really like and is pretty that you want to see. Okay, so this is going to be for the outside, and then I think I'll just use this one for the inside. And then I think I'll use this one for the bobbin holders. And then I think I will just use some, let's see, yeah, I had some binding left over. This is a 2.5 inch strips of blue, so I think I'll use that for my my accent, another accent. So what you're going to need, you could use a layer cake if you only wanted it to be 10 by 10, and then it would actually be like 9 by 9 after you sew it all together. So if you want it to be that small, you could use it. But what mine are going to be, my two prints are going to be 10 by 12. Okay. And now you will want to iron and press. Hi, Barbara. Yes, it is very sad. Oh, he's still back. Here we go. Albert Einstein. I know, Angela, I can't either. He keeps coming back in. And now a bunch of other people are coming in because once they start doing it, then everybody finds out. Oh, yes. I think Angela posted some pictures in one of the groups of her temperature quilt, Afghan. It's beautiful. It's really pretty. Yeah, on the jelly beanies. There you go. Well, I know, Heather, if he would have been nice last time, it would have made a big difference. Yeah, don't encourage him. I'm sorry, Angela. You want me... I could close this and try to start over. Harvey, would you please... All of you spammers, just go away, please. Oh boy. That's right, Kim. Yeah, Barbara, that's why I made my project bags with the vinyl on the outside and then still made like the other compartment, the zipper compartment, totally separate because I wanted to see what the project was without having to open each bag every time. It was a kind of a pain. Yes, Anita, I agree. No, I don't think it is all the same person now, but I don't know for sure. Yes, thank you, Kim and Angela. I really appreciate it. Um, I think the reason why is because it looks like the same person, but it's or the same account, but it's not. They create multiple accounts, and when you block one account, because he's a channel, when you block him, then he just goes to his other channel and comes back on, and then he's got like 10 or 15 of them, obviously. Okay, Barbara, thank you. I'm really sorry, girls. Yeah, Angela, Yvette, a lot of people were asking Yvette if she'd finished her temperature quilt, and so she said no. And anyway, she mentioned you and some other people that were doing them, and about your progress, and that you had been showing pictures of it. So. Yes, on Stephanie Stitches was live today, and that's where and Yvette was with her. So, okay, where am I getting my vinyl and what kind of vinyl? Okay, it's a clear plastic vinyl, and I like to get things as cheaply as possible. So, I buy a heavy duty shower curtain and then I cut it up. So here's my shower curtain, a piece of my shower curtain. Then I just iron it. But now, oh darn it. Harvey, would you please stop it? We're asking you so nice. Hi, BJ. Yeah, she came on at 1 o'clock Eastern time. Right, Jim? So, of course, you can't put, your iron right on this. You have to, I cover it with a towel, and then I turn my iron down really low. It takes a while to iron out the wrinkles. But you can also get vinyl sheets on Amazon. Oh, Harvey, Harvey, Harvey. Whoops, now I unhid him. I didn't want to unhide him. Could be Faith. I think he wants me and Kim to apologize. And I'm not apologizing because you were really rude last time. And I don't want Kim to apologize either. All right, so that's where I get my vinyl. All right, so you'll want to press your fabric. Now, you can use whatever fabric you want. You don't have to use fat quarters. I just have so many fat quarters, I want to use them up. So, let's see, that's going to be my... I will put this over there. I like to press everything, so we'll do that. And I'm not like I said, I'm not making the project bag, but just the wallet. And I'll give you all the measurements in just a minute. I'll iron this first. You girls let me know when you get tired of dealing with him and we'll just close the chat. Or, you know, we'll go off. Because I know that's a pain in the butt. Oh, I already pressed these. I was wondering why they're so flat already. Okay. So, this one and this one. So you need you're going to need your outside print and then the accent fabric, and that is 10 by 12. Okay, 10 by 12. And you need one of each. Ten by 12. You're also going to need a piece of batting that is 10 by 12, or if you would rather use stabilizer, you could do that, but stabilize each piece of fabric. There. So 10 by 12. Oops, got to move you back. All right. So I have my inside fabric, 10 by 12, and my outside fabric, 10 by 12. I'll just set those aside. Then you're going to need the batting. I might as well do that. A piece of batting, or like I said, the stabilizer, 10 by 12. And I'm just using scrap. I didn't think you would, Kim. Okay, yeah, I think ignoring him is about all we can really do. Do I put like a piece of fabric in between the vinyl? You're talking about on the project bag, June? When I sewed the vinyl onto the project bag, yes. Oh boy. Oh, come on. You disgust me. Now get the hell out of here. I'm not racist. I never have been. Okay. So yes, when I put the vinyl on the bags, this fabric back here is already laid down. So I have, you know, this and that, right? This fabric is already laying down, and then I take my binding and go over the top. So my foot isn't on the vinyl ever, just sewing. My foot is on the back of the fabric here, and then on the front it's on the binding that goes around it. And then I just go around the whole thing, sew it all together at the same time. But right now my wallets are not, don't have vinyl. So, all right, let's see if I have a big enough piece there. So a piece of batting. I've cut this one up quite a bit. Thing is, when you try to ignore them, then all of a sudden they'll start saying bad stuff. You know, they'll be nice for a little while, and then they go. So everybody's relaxed, and I'm talking about trolls. And you think, well, we'll just ignore them, and then all of a sudden they'll start saying things that nobody wants to hear. So 10 by 12. Guess I should have had that down there. Okay. Sorry. All right, so I got that, so I'll just set that aside. Then I need the fabric that I am going to put my bobbins in. You're going to make 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll write that down so I don't forget. 4 strips that are 3.5 by 12. Okay, 3.5 by 12. And what am I going to use? And I'm going to use this for that. And I'm going to go the long way. If I go the long way, then I'll get more cuts out of there. And I haven't cut off the bad edge over here, so I'm just going to do like 3 1/4, and then I will come back and take that off. In fact, it is really out of whack. So 3.5 by 12 is what you want. You want 4 of those. I knew I should have put my ruler press on there. There's one. Probably should have done it the other way, because I don't think this is going to be. Yeah, that's, I'm only going to get 1 out of that. So turn it the other way. Try it again. I had these all ready to go. Yesterday I was going to come on live, but Stephanie came on, so I didn't, and I had them all cut out already. So I just sewed them together while I watched. I'll just put these in a pile and then cut them down to 12. And we'll go back over to the iron in a minute, and I'll look at the questions. My finger is starting to hurt doing that. Okay, got 4 of those. Then you're going to need 4 of accent for binding. And like I said, I'm just going to use some binding that I already had. And I need 4 of those at 12 inches. 12 by 2.5. Or if you like your binding a little smaller, you can do it a little smaller. This blue goes pretty good with this fabric, so I try to use leftover binding like this on projects whenever I can. I'm not going to be able to finish this all today, so I'll probably come back tomorrow afternoon and finish it up, maybe. We'll see how I'm feeling. Okay, Kim. Okay, Mary, yeah, I will definitely make a different video. In fact, maybe I'll just do that instead of finishing on live. What I could do, make the video and then do a premiere. So you need 4 of these. All right. That's all you need of those. So we're not putting binding on the outside around the whole project. Let me look and see what's going on. Okay, Kim, thank you. She loves the way the rotary cutter sounds. That's funny. Tiffany's going nuts. Your mom's still there? Awesome. It's okay, Tiffany. Whenever you can pop on, that's fine. I know you have people. Oh, Heather, Harvey likes you. That's good. Well, that's good. I'm glad. Right. Oh, do the premiere, Brenda, and then you can ask questions. Yeah. Or I could do like a video and then do another video premiere. Because once you get, you know, when you the first time you make one, well, you know, because I was working it out, it took me a little bit of time. But once you get it down, it's not hard at all. Okay, so then put that ruler back and this ruler back. Okay, so now I should have my front, my inside, my piece of batting, all 10 by 12, my binding strips, 2.5 by 12, and there's 4 of those, and then 4 3.5 by 12 strips for the bobbin, for the bobbins. Okay, so then we're going to iron them. So for the 3.5 by 12, you just want to iron those in half. That's all you got to do. Iron those in half. I tried this flatter. It's called Yazoo. It smells like stinky hairspray. I didn't like it. So just iron all those in half. Like so. And set those over there. And then these you'll want to iron the binding strips 2.5 by 12. Iron those in half. Mine are already in half. And then you're gonna fold it in to the center. Fold each raw edge into the center because you're making like bias tape. Or if you have bias tape, you could just use that if you have a color that you like. And just iron that edge. This ironing right here takes a little bit longer. And then fold it in together. Okay, there's one. I should have had these ready. Instead of sewing when Stephanie was on, I should have been cutting out the project. Would have gone a lot faster. As with the time change, for me, when Tiffany comes on is 4 o'clock now. Still 5 for her, because her time doesn't change. Just fold that over. All right. Okay, let's see. Brenda says she definitely wants and needs one. Good. Yes, Heather, you fooled Harvey. She says, shh, don't give me away. I must have missed a bunch. Okay. I know, right? If we lived in Arizona, we wouldn't have to change our time. I'm going to get a drink. Well, it's hard to do, Heather, when they're saying things that upset people. And like some of the stuff he said wasn't too bad, but there have been others that really say nasty things. And, you know, I'm not really going to engage with those people. Okay. Angela wishes she had a big work area, would make life easier. I know, I feel really lucky. When I first started quilting, I had a room that was like 10 by 13, I think. It was really small. We lived in a little single wide trailer house. And yeah, it was tiny. No way I could have had a long arm in there. I would have had Brandon build me a room for my long arm. And it was packed with stuff too, boy. I didn't have near as much fabric back then, but all right. One more to go. Oh, Kim's going to make PJs for the grandkids. Cool. Plus, you got a client order. Awesome. Hi, Marie. How you doing? Oh, Angela. Aren't you doing cross stitch or something? I know I was kind of in the funk too until I started designing this bag. I just got so sick of that floss being all over in my project bag. I'm like, okay, I've had it. I'm going to go make something. Kim says, I'll put it this way. I come from a long line of veterans who fought for me to be free, and I was proudly married to a Marine. I won't apologize for that or for being who I am. Amen, sister. Well, so Heather says, no one's asking you to. Well, Harvey asked her to. Harvey wants her to apologize to him. And she has no reason that she needs to apologize to him. She didn't do anything wrong to him. Anyway, looks like he went ahead and left us, so I'm happy about that. Thank you, Harvey. I appreciate it. I will say that. Oh, good. Tiffany's mom will be on live with her. Great. Okay. Got all four of those ironed. Now I get to sit back down. Yay. Somebody let me know what time it is, because I don't want to interfere with Tiffany's live. Oh, good, Angela. Yes, I'm working on a cross stitch and quilts for gifts. Plus, I want to make reading pillows that I watched Tika make. Oh, yeah, I didn't watch that video. I'll have to go back and see that. Okay. Now, what you're going to do, you have all your pieces. So we're going to take the piece that we wanted for the middle. Oh, there it is. Okay. This is okay, make sure it's going 12 by 10. 12 by 10, okay? And then, oh, well, first, before you do that, all right. Now you take this piece, the 3.5 by 12, and you are going to sew this in your binding. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the raw edges, and you're going to put those in there, and so that the fold edge is on this side. Okay, so put the raw edge in there. And it takes a little doing, of course. I usually start at one end. And you pretty much got to use pins or clips, binder clips. All right, 3/16. Okay. It's 5/13 here. Yep, 45 minutes. Yes, I think a lot of us have people who've been that have served in the military. My first husband was a Marine. My dad was in the Army. I had a cousin who was in the Army. And of course uncles and all that. I think my husband's home. Okay, so you want to attach all of those on. Okay, so let's just go ahead and attach all of them. Bye, June. See you later. Oh, Cam. I thought about enlisting in the Navy. But then things changed. I got married. And he was in the Marines. So I just went to, after his boot camp, he was stationed in 29 Palms. So we got out of boot camp, we got married, and we all went to, or him and I went to 29 Palms. We lived there for a year. And of course, everybody thought I was pregnant, and that's why we were getting married. Which I wasn't. And when I didn't have a kid in a year, that kind of proved to everybody that I wasn't pregnant. I thought that was a terrible thing to say. Well, I don't say everybody, but, you know, the high school friends. All right. You guys, I don't think I'm going to get this done before it's time to go. Kim was thinking Air Force. Okay, Angela. She's got to go get her jammies on. Yeah, I do too. I've got blue jeans on, and I don't usually have blue jeans on this long. I hate blue jeans anymore. I'm not much of a clothes person. Clothes hurt. So I try to wear really baggy clothes. And blue jeans are too binding on you, you know, especially when you're sitting down to be comfortable. Okay, so you get all those together. Yeah, I definitely think I will do a video on this. Probably would be easier, huh? Oh, I used to live in Washington. I lived up by Bothell, Linwood, Bothell area. Little town called Mill Creek. All right, so you got those four. So now I just sewed like a quarter of an inch along the seam here, and I stayed on this side, on the inside, and went down along a quarter of an inch. And I used the same thread throughout the whole project. I didn't change, like I'm just using like a creamy light ivory color, I think, or a fill. You could change the thread color to match if you want to, but I'm making so many of these that it's not going to bother me. All right. So you need to sew each one of those down. Look out, Willa. Get over here to the sewing machine. Another drink. My back is starting to hurt too. I would love a video, Teresa. I could definitely use a new project bag for my cross stitch. Okay. I have, they're kind of like lounge pants, I guess you call them. They're not really big bell bottomed, but they're about, you know, the leg on them is about like that. And then they kind of have this wide band for the hips. Okay, MJ, thanks for stopping in. She's got to go feed the cows before it gets dark. Okay, I'll see you over at Tiffany's. And I just love those. I got like 4 pairs of those. They are so comfortable. I get so much static in me during the winter time that I can't wear like the fleece jammies and stuff because I just get full of static. It drives me nuts. Yeah, my back is starting to hurt. Is anybody following along with this project right now? I'll wait to hear from you. Parents met in the Army? Oh, I got a cute story for you. My dad wouldn't probably like this, but... Oh, you are? You're trying? Okay. I'll keep going then. So my dad was in the Army. Okay. Before he went into the Army, he got... I think it was before. I'll have to ask him. Well, he got married, I believe, before he went to the Army. Okay? There was this little gal in his class that got in a bad way. Now, my dad is 81. So back then, for a girl to get pregnant, you know how that is. Well, and she wasn't pregnant from my dad, but the guy that she got pregnant from wouldn't marry her. So my dad married her. And her name was Louise. They were married for about a year, and they realized that they were really just friends. And so they got a divorce. And I don't know whatever really happened to her, but hi, Diane. Good night. Brenda's taking notes. Okay. You're going to wait for the video? Okay. Anyway, later on, he met my mom. Well, my mom's name is Louise. So that's so funny because both of the women he married, their names were Louise. And he actually had a tattoo on his arm for the first Louise that said L something. So he had to go in and have that last initial removed and put my mom's initial on there. But my mom was a very jealous person. And so she didn't like him having that tattoo anyway, you know. For his first wife. Well, that Louise, she ended up over not far from where my mom and dad lived. And I don't know why, but one time she called just to say hi, to see how you're doing. Oh my God, my mom got so jealous. It was funny. She did not want him to talk to that first wife at all. All right. So, sewing those on. Okay, Kim, thank you. That's 2. What do I do with that thing? I need to take this machine in and have it serviced. I'll be going along just fine, and then all of a sudden the fabric will start sliding. I don't get it. And I cleaned the machine yesterday and oiled it and everything. And so I think I better take it in and I think have the feed dogs adjust it or something. I mean, I really got to work at holding it straight. And my other machine downstairs isn't like that. And this didn't used to be like that either, so something's going on. And I'm not going to pick that out because, you know, this bag is just for me. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do. Bye, Mary. Okay. If you had a question and I missed it, go ahead and ask again because I'm just going to keep on going. Okay, so I'm going to take my... set 3 of those aside. And because we put the raw edge inside of our binding here, now we don't have a raw edge down here to worry about. All right, which is cool. I did that on purpose. All right, so what you're going to do, you're going to start at the bottom. Sorry. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to start at the bottom and you are going to measure up. You're going to do the bottom one first. This is the bottom of the bag. Do the bottom one first. And you're going to measure up 3/8. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yep, 3/8. Measure up 3/8 and just line that up with the edge and the edge of your ruler there. And you can either clip or pin. I'm just going to go ahead and pin it. And then you'll want to measure this into 3/8. If you don't know what that is, it's the 3 little lines, 1, 2, 3, right before a 1/4 of an inch mark. The line before the 1/4 of an inch mark. Okay, line that up. And then I double check the middle too. I'm going to make sure that's at 3/8. All right, and then I'm going to just do a stitch, 1/4 of an inch stitch right here, and then a 1/4 of an inch right here, and then along here. Leave this open for now, okay? Don't stitch that down. Don't stitch lines on that, because we'll do the lines at the very end, after we get all 4 on there. Okay, Angela, I'll see you later. Thank you for helping out. You're probably already gone, but I'll see you over at Tiffany's. And I just sew right off and then turn it and set my machine up. And turn again. Okay. I keep forgetting to move the sewing machine. Okay, Heather, I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Okay, so then the next one you're going to put down, and this time you're going to measure half, 3/8 still. Whoops. This one on the bottom was supposed to be 1 inch, or a 1/2 inch, I mean. Dang it. So if you haven't sewn that, measure a 1/2 inch away. But if you have sewn it, it's okay, because we're going to do a 1/4 of an inch when we sew everything together, so it'll be fine if you didn't do it, if you already sewed it. Sorry about that. Okay, so now this is going to be same thing, 3 away. Line that up, and you're going to do this all the way up for each one of those. And again, I like to check middle. Okay, Tiffany, welcome back. Okay, so again, sew along here, and there. I'm just doing a 1/4 inch again. If you wanted to, you could just pin them and then, well, you'll see later when we add layers, but I like to tack them down so I don't have to worry about them moving inside later. So again, 3/8. Check the middle again. This one's going to be really cute. And again, sew them down. This really is pretty easy once you get the process done. I got 5 more to make because I have 5 more project bags I want to make. At least. For my cross stitches. My cross stitch whips. Last one. Let me look. Hey Robin, how you doing? Didn't see you there. Sorry. Nancy says that's funny. You must have been my story. All right. All right. That's where I'm at. Okay. Last one. Same thing. You're going to have this more room up on top than you did on the bottom. And even if you start at a 1/2 inch away down here, you're still going to have more room at the top. And I did that on purpose. It makes it easier when you go to flip this after you get all the layers sewn together. Oh, I put those pins way over there. One more in the middle. Okay, let's sew that down, and then we can sew the layers together. We might be pretty close to having this done before I have to go. I've got too much stuff laying up here on the sewing machine. Put all those pins back there. All right. Yay. Now, here's what we go. Any questions so far? Oh, thank you, Diane. I feel really close to you guys too. You know, I think we've all gotten to know each other over the last few years. A group of us, you know, which I think is really cool. It's really helpful when you are in the house and can't really go places. You feel like you have friends, you know, and that's the main reason I started the YouTube was, you know, to have these live chats and stuff like that with everybody. Okay, so you ready? This is still the bottom. Now don't do what I did and put the batting in the middle. No, 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 no. That's what I did yesterday and I had to pick it out. Put your fabric on the top, pretty sides facing each other, okay? Line them all up. Make sure they're all lined up good. And then the batting goes on top of that. Okay. Now, this is your top, and we're going to leave an opening on the top. That's going to be about, 3.5 inches or so, whatever you feel comfortable with. So I'm just going to double pin it as a reminder. Okay. Now you can clip or pin, but I definitely like to do something to hold all these together, right? Okay. Hi, Patricia. How are you doing today? Yeah, I did that yesterday. I don't know. I must have been getting tired. I put that batting on the inside. When I got it all done sewing it, and I went to turn it inside out, and I went, oops, wait a minute, that's not gonna work. So of course I had to pick it all out and redo it. Okay. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you for reminding of the thumbs up. I just found out too that I now have access to the community tab on my YouTube, so I can start leaving messages there Okay, so this is the top. I'm going to start right here and do a back stitch where this opening is going to be, and then I'm going to go all the way around with 1/4 inch. Okay, and then I'm going to stop right here, you know, where my opening is, and I'm going to do another back stitch. And you really want that back stitch because when you pry these, you know, inside out, really puts a lot of pressure on that fabric. And all I do is just sew right off. And then go back on, flip it. Depending on your sewing machine, what kind you have, you might want to be a little careful when you sew over all those layers on this side. Make sure you have a nice fresh needle end so it's nice and sharp, and it'll go through. And I would recommend a 90-14, just because of the layers, but whatever you're comfortable with. If you know you do fine with the 80-12, then, you know, use that. I got the top and the bottom mixed up again, you guys. Yep, I did. I'm glad I noticed that before I before I sewed all the way around. Gosh darn it. Was anybody yelling at me? Teresa! But I still have room right there, so that's all right. Thank goodness. I guess that's what happens when you put all those pins all the way around. So double check that. Make sure you know where your top is. That means I'm going to have to come back over here and sew that up. See, everybody makes mistakes. I certainly do make a lot of them. But you just work through it. There isn't anything that can't be fixed. Alright, so the next thing . Okay, Marie. It's okay. All right, now I'm going to cut these corners off. Now make sure you don't cut the X too close to that. If you do, then just sew it again at an angle. Speaking from experience there, because I did do that. And then it was just fine. Now, if you like these edges to be less bulky, you could go ahead and cut some of that off, like to 1/8 of an inch. But I'm good. I'm all right with it. Okay, so now you're going to want to fold this inside out. Okay. So just work it out. Try not to stretch that opening too much and stretch your fabric. Isn't it fun to be creative? Kim's quilt juice is cranberry juice for now. That sounds good. All right. Then you're going to want a tool. You want to go around all those corners and stuff. I like to leave enough room for my whole hand to get back in there, but I didn't do that this time. So push those corners out. And then I just kind of run this along the edge there. Kind of bulky, but you'll get it. Push them all out. They're not going to be real pointed. You've got all that bulk in there, but they come out pretty good. And along the top here. Along the bottom. Okay, push that out real good. One of my, all right, ooh, there. Okay, and then you're going to want to press this out. Like that. So make sure your iron's hot. Boy, my finger is really hurting, you guys. Press that out nice and flat. Ooh, this is going to be so pretty. Love this fabric. I'm just going to check the front. Make sure it's nice, flat, how I like it. You can starch this if you want. I'm not going to starch it, but and then you're going to want to sew that opening. So I just fold that and I just finger press it, or with my thumb now, finger, and I'll fold that over the other side. Just kind of hold that down, bring that back up. Okay, and then you're going to want to pin that or clip it in place. Okay. Oh, we don't have much more time. Okay, I'm gonna just sew along the top. I'm not gonna do along the sides or the bottom, just the top. And I'm just gonna do like a 1/8 inch seam so I can close that opening. Oops, sorry guys. I was in a hurry. Didn't mean to make you sick there. Okay, you guys, I think what I'll do is I'll come back on tomorrow. Let's say about okay, look at that. Isn't it pretty? So yeah, I think I'll come back on tomorrow and finish this up. But what you want to do is now fold that in half, okay? And take a friction pen or whatever you want to use, but I use a friction pen, and mark that center, okay? And do it on the other end also. Put them right together. Fold that, stick your pen in there, and try to mark that if you can. Yeah, it didn't work too good, but then that's all right. Then you're going to draw a line down the center. Okay. You're going to draw a line down the center. So you want to line that up where you marked it in both spots. And I kind of use these two. If you sewed straight, those to mark your center, okay? So you marked your center. It is pretty, huh? And then you are going to want to go from the center out 1 3/4 inch, okay? So 1 3/4 inch from your center and mark another line. So by waiting to sew these down, like I'm doing now, after your sandwiched pieces are all together, it kind of quilts it at the same time. You don't have to bother with quilting it, this back piece. You can do it differently if you want to, if you want it quilted fancy or something, but I'm just doing lines, okay? So from that line, again, it's going to be 1 3/4 inch. So you just want to make sure you're nice and lined up. And I will iron these marks off after. Okay. I'm going to flip that over, start in the center again. You got your center already. Slide over 1 3/4. So tomorrow, let's say probably about 2 o'clock should be good. That's my time, Pacific Standard Time. I'll come on and finish this bag up. And then I will, on the next bag that I make, just do a regular video too. So you'll have both. Okay, 1 3/4 inch. Oops, something happened there. I think I measured wrong. Yeah, I did. I'll take those off. I was talking. That's the good thing about that pen. You can just... All right. I'm going to start again here. 1 3/4. So like 2 o'clock tomorrow, right around 2 o'clock sometime. There's not much left to do, really. One, two, three. So you should have 6. I don't know why these turned out a little bit bigger this time on this side. Huh. That's weird. I'm going to have to measure my other bag. Eleven and a half. Oh, I sewed this one in a little more. That's why. Well, that's all right. It'll still work. Okay. So, or you could figure it out, but you got to have at least 1 3/4 inch for these bobbins to fit in there, okay? It's got to be at least that wide. Then you're going to, I start in the center and sew that line, but you know, you can sew however you want to start with. Sew down those lines, and then that part will be done, right? After you do that, then you're going to either use a piece of, what is it called? Oh, it's 4 o'clock. Dang it. Yes, we had a troll. Tiffany is on. All right, so I am going to go ahead and stop for today. And we will come back on. Yeah, Kathy comes on at 10 a.m. my time, Brenda. So, all right, Kim, I'll see you over at Tiffany's. Thanks you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And I'll come back on tomorrow. And hopefully we don't have the drama. You know who you are. Stop doing that. Just be nice. That's all we want, is you to be nice. Great, Kathy. Okay, bye everybody. I'll see you over at Tiffany's. Thanks for joining me. What time do I have now? It's 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Brenda. Thank you, Nita. Thank you, Jim. You be safe too. Bye, Brenda. Thank you. Oh, boy, my back is hurting. I'm just saying goodbye to everybody. Bye, Marie. You're welcome. I'll see you tomorrow. We're over at Tiffany's. I am going to take a break. Okay, Brenda. See you tomorrow at 2 Pacific Standard Time. Bye, Mary. That's all right. It's not your fault. All right, you guys. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.